What up, Bugles? I want to welcome you to this video. If your spider sense is tingling like crazy, the reason is simple. Today I'm gonna talk about Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus. But before I start, let me introduce you our eShop, comicsbugle.com. Your friendly neighborhood comic book shop in Europe. Except of great catalog of collected, deluxe and absolute editions, epic collections and omnibuses, we guarantee you eco-friendly Hulkproof packaging, free shipping in whole EU, and option to pre-order your comic book now and pay for it later. You can also split full price to 4 separate payments because we know how expensive these books can be. So check it out, comicsbugle.com. Also, please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything and it means world to us. Also, check out TikTok and Instagram. Okay, let's check it out. Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus. Cover price is 125 USD and it have 928 pages. Omnibus collects the whole Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man run by Chip Zdarsky, his 2 Spidey miniseries, and tie-in to Secret Empire event. In case of this book, Marvel Comics decide to release it with 3 variants covers. I had on this direct market cover with art by SIQUEIRA, and don't gonna lie, I like it most. We have here art from legendary dinner issue with J. Jonah Jameson, and I am for sure gonna talk about this issue later. Here we have a standard cover with art by one of my all-time favorite, legendary Adam Kubert. We see Spidey here in some kind of Superman pose as he rips his shirt off with a costume underneath it, but this is the Spidey, so we have a little mustard stain on it. Here is a second direct market cover with art by Chip Zdarsky himself. Reddit user called this cover ketchup bottle cover, and I kind of see it. When we look at the spine, we see classical Marvel Omnibus logo at the top, name of the book with names of creators underneath that, and pretty funny Spidey art at the bottom. I so like its blue design. Back cover have a modern look, so don't expect mini covers. We have here some review citations, sum up of story, list of issues and all creators working on the book, and 2 Spidey's action-packed arts. I absolutely love both of this book. Timeless red and white design of Spider-Man Multiversal Variants in fight with Warriors members of Spidey's Rogue Gallery. It's astonishing. When I open Omnibus, we have here opening page with another red and white Spidey design, and after that is classical table of contents / credit page. Like usual with Marvel Comics Omnis without numbers of pages. After that we get the stories itself. First part of this omnibus collects the whole Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man run by Chip Zdarsky, which first started as a relaunch with brand new numbering with issue number 1. This lasts only for 6 issues, and after that series goes back to the legacy numbering with issue 297 and so on. Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man series originally starts in late 70s as a series more focused on civil life of our beloved Wallcrawler. In November of last year we got the Spectacular Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, which collects the first 44 issues of this classic series. Original series lasted to 1998 and was relaunched again in 2003 and lasted for 2 years. In Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus, we got its 3rd launch, which starts in 2017. This time it lasted for 20 issues plus annual issues, and Zdarsky wrote 18 of them, including mentioned annual. Last 3 issues was part of SPIDER-GEDDON event, and you can find them in a fantastic Spider-Verse SPIDER-GEDDON Omnibus. Chip Zdarsky is a very talented writer and one of the brightest stars of current comic book industry. His big break happened with the great Image comic series Sex Criminals, and after that he landed a job for Marvel Comics where he worked on Spectacular Spider-Man series and, by my opinion, his masterpiece, Daredevil run. His first omnibus we finally get in July 2024 and I can't wait for it. These days he starts work also for DC Comics where he writing main Batman series and fans truly love it. Okay, let's go back to the Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus. His spectacular Spider-Man run was released alongside with last part of Dan Slott's run, and it takes a lot from it. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it without reading Slott's run. You absolutely can, and the Zdarsky run is pretty much standalone, but it might spoil you some events of Slott's era. But I don't think that is actual some big issue here. Like yeah, there are some kind of spoilers here, but with a character with big history as a Spider-Man, you have this kind of things in pretty much every run where writer reach out for some moments from previous events and trying to build up their stories on them. So by my opinion, it is perfectly fine. Spidey met a lot of heroes and villains as Human Torch, Black Panther, Vulture or Doc Ock during this book. But main antagonist of spectacular part of it is Tinkerer, and we get to see this character a lot. I need to say I really love how Zdarsky understands Peter Parker, and his way of writing this character is fantastic. We have here pretty much down to the earth stories, and it is more focused on study of Peter's and Spidey's character. Zdarsky successfully writes him as a human being and works perfectly with his infamous Parker's luck. He also explores his relationships with other characters as his sister/no sister Teresa or J. Jonah Jameson. Now it's time when I'm gonna talk about earlier mentioned dinner issue. I'm not gonna talk about any specifics in case you didn't read the series before. I just say this is one of the best Spider-Man stories ever written, and it even is an action story. This is pretty much dialogue story, but it is so perfect. I am not exaggerating when I say this was truly a game changer. After that, we also get a story where Spider, Teresa, and J. Jonah Jameson travels in time and revisits Spidey's most iconic fights and moments. It is so much fun, and I have a blast reading this part of run. Yeah, there are many more to Zdarsky's spectacular run, but I don't want to spoil you anything. Just go read it. It is great. After spectacular Spider-Man run, Omnibus also collected 2 miniseries, and first is iconic Spider-Man life story. Instead of story in classical term, we get really interesting point of view on life of Spider-Man as a character. It is very cleverly written miniseries, and in every issues we see 1 decade of Spidey's life starting in 60s when character was born through 2010s and Peter growing old in real time in here. Every issue focuses on major event of their decade, and it is really interesting take on Spider-Man mythos and most of all fantastic love letter to one of the greatest pop cultural characters of all times. I am really happy it is included in this omnibus. Second miniseries and last story of this book is Spider-Man the Spider Shadow, and this is kind of what if story. Zdarsky is toying with idea what if Peter ignores all warnings and embraces his symbiotic black suit. In this world, Peter's became Venom, and this version of Spidey is everything but not friendly neighborhood. This is a little bit darker redemption story, and it is so much fun. After the Spider Shadow miniseries, we get a load of bonus materials. We get a more than 100 pages of extras here. Classical big portion of variant covers for readers who like exploring them, and also a few pages with mini covers of all issues of the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man series over the years, and this I actually really like. We also get a lot of character and cover design and sketches, and a few pages of cover art process for Life Story miniseries with notes by Zdarsky himself. In last page we have Zdarsky afterwards after Spectacular Spider-Man issue 310, and that's all. Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus is another bullseye hit for every Spidey fans out there. By my opinion, this is a perfect book which collects one of the greatest modern Spidey stories ever. If Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus catch your attention, you can order your own copy in our eShop comicsbugle.com. You can find direct link below this video. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out any further videos. In comment section you can write us what other omnibuses would you like to see in other videos. and see ya, Bugles!